everyone. So today I've done a Galaxy Firework bonfire night look. So it's bonfire night on the 5th, remember the 5th of November, and it's just been Halloween, so I was feeling really inspired after Halloween. I've had some amazing clients. I didn't actually get to do my own makeup, but I've done some really fun looks and feeling really inspired, and I'm hoping that everyone else is as well. I mean, I remember the first time that I really got into makeup, it was because I was doing like my friends' Halloween looks, and I was trying out loads of looks on myself, and that's really how it all started. This one's so easy, it really, like, you can't do it wrong. It's lots of just like playing with colour and textures, which is what I love to do. I think I've got hair on my nose. So if you want to see how to do it, just keep watching, and here we go. So here I've just started with a normal face of makeup. I'd actually just done my makeup ready for a meeting that I had later on, but that obviously had to be washed off. I'm just taking a blue face paint from Mehron, and I'm using that as a base really, so that when I apply eyeshadow later it really pops and it's just quicker. I don't have to use as much eyeshadow. And here's a green face paint, and this one's from Snazaroo. I'm just plotting out the highlights on my face, so I'm looking at where the light hits it, obviously the top of the cheekbones, and that's where I've decided to put these lighter colours like greens. I think when you're doing a random print like a Galaxy print or a Fireworks or any face paints really, you should still consider the shape of your face and where the light hits it. I think it just works better if you tailor the face paint to your face. So as you can see here, I'm applying the reds to like the darker parts of my face, the hollows of my cheekbones. I just think it flows better. So yeah, that was really fun to get that paint out my ear before the meeting. This is a red face paint from Mehron. It's their Paradise paints, which I absolutely love. And I'm just applying over it Urban Decay eyeshadows from the Electric palette, and this is the purple shade in there, the lighter purple one I think it is, and I absolutely love this palette, and I love that shade. I think it's just the perfect like pinky shimmery purple. And I'm also using blues and greens from this palette as well to go over that face paint, just to really make it pop. And I find that just face paint isn't really enough for me with these looks. I like it to look really blended and like seamless, and I think eyeshadows, you can really create that. So now I'm just going over with a brush and blending all those edges and blending the colours in together, and then with what's left on the brush going around the edges to blend that into my skin, so it doesn't look so much like there's just like a splodge of paint on my face, and it's more blended in. So just like applying eyeshadow on an eye or a smoky eye, when you use a transition shade, that's exactly what I'm doing here on my cheek. So I've taken a warmer transition shade and I'm blending that to really just diffuse that line. So this is a stippling brush that I use to apply my foundation, and I've just dipped it in a white face paint. So it's great, this really like stippled random dot effect, which isn't so uniform, which I really love. And I'm applying that paint on the high points of my face and where I would highlight really. So that's where I'm applying the most of the paint, and then as the paint runs out, I'm diffusing that into the other areas. And then when I go in and apply fresh paint again, I'm concentrating on those highlights. So that's how you get the whiter parts obviously where you want them. So I've gone in with a fine liner brush here with the same white face paint, but with a bit more control here, so I can really place where I want those dots, and also a few stars like the night sky. I think this would be a really great place to stop if you did just want to do a Galaxy look, and I think it would look great brought onto the other side of the face, onto the neck. I might try that out actually, because I haven't done many Galaxy looks, but I do really love the effect. And then just because I couldn't really stop myself, I've added some glitter. But can you do a Galaxy look and not add glitter? And now to add the fireworks, I've gone in with a red face paint. It's another Paradise paint from Mehron, and I'm creating stars to emulate the fireworks. And I find that with these, it's great not to create too straight of a line, so arch the lines a little bit and they look a bit more natural. And I'm just adding different colours. Obviously you can do any colour you want, but I've gone for like reds, blues and greens because I think it just all ties in with the colours I've used. So obviously it depends which colours you've used. And then I'm adding some white highlights with the same white that I've been using to the centre of the fireworks and a few lines. Just really what you think works, and if there's a few spaces that look a bit empty, then I've used white to fill them in. And that's the finished look. So I would love to hear that someone has worn this to a fireworks display. Maybe if I go to one, then I will. But yeah, even if it's just to play around, practice techniques, practice blending and stippling, I think this is a really good technique to try out, and a really great face paint to try this on. So just let me know what you think, and thanks for watching!